Hello and welcome to my Elite Dangerous, the day-to-day grind. Reason I hesitate, because the keyword is grind. Preparing for the fleet carriers, cargo missions, Sothis and Ceos. Well, we're at Sothis and Ceos and we're delivering missions. We've had this situation happen several times where cargo missions kind of slow down, and it's usually because so many people are in Sothis and Ceos, so my viewers are collecting credits, and that's good. No, I'm thrilled. I want to share everything that I do with you, and I get fussed at because I cause other commanders issues because I share Sothis and Ceos, and the cargo missions slow down. But that's okay. I want to be completely transparent with you, and I want you to benefit from watching my videos. So, we're at 75.89.5. So we've got like 10.5 to hit that 7.6 billion. On the 26th, Frontier announced the fleet carriers, and that a fleet carrier would be 5 billion credits. Well, my first reaction, because I had 6.3 at the time, is I don't have enough credits. So my first reaction all the time is, let's go to Sothis and deliver to Ceos. Well, as you can see, we've done about 1.3 billion since then. Now, if I wasn't doing videos and haven't to do editing and have not had to publish videos, I could do about 500 million per day. Well, I can usually only do 200 to 250 per day with doing videos, but you can do up to 500 a day if you come out here. Now, it's like 550 light years from most other things within the bubble, so it's way out there. So, but it's worth it. And with that announcement of the fleet carriers, upgrades are extra. That's why I knew I needed more credits. See, we'll have 2.6 billion if they came out today to spend on upgrades. I want larger fuel tanks. I don't have to have as many bays for landing bays, because they said there are going to be 16 of them. I don't need 16. I need 3. Small, medium, and a large, because you can have multiple ships in multiple bays in the hangars. So a small, medium, and large would be great. And then 2 extremely large, the largest fuel tanks I can get. One for tritium, which is the fuel for the fleet carrier, and one is for regular fuel for ships. See, if I could have those, and if I could park next to a supply, like a station, and use my cutter to transport fuel back and forth from the station to my fleet carrier, that would be awesome. Especially if I could make, for an example, the trip to Colonia without refueling. Could collect enough fuel for the trip for the fleet carrier and enough fuel for my ships. It would be great. So that's what I'm hoping for. We'll find out maybe more today. This is April the 2nd, and a video is supposed to come out today explaining more of the fleet carriers and show what they can do, and give us some more insight, which I'm going to record that or get a copy of that video and chop it up into pieces, and we'll go over it. It might take me a day or two to put that together, but we'll go over that video together. And also, one announcement that kind of has me and most other commanders on the Elite Dangerous forum concerned is that upkeep cost. They say there's an upkeep cost and it's not cheap. So that could be concerning. So let's say I go on vacation with my family. And let's say it's a 2-week vacation. I never take a 2-week vacation, but let's say it's a 2-week vacation. Let's say I don't play or I don't record videos for 2 weeks. I come back and I have this huge debt where they could take my ships, cash them in, take all my credits, because the fleet carrier just sits there draining resources. That's concerning. So we're going to have to hear more about that. And hopefully today, April 2nd, they explain that a little bit better. So, and like I said, the fuel is tritium, and it has a 500 light year jump range. So Colonia would be 44 jumps, which is quite a few, because Colonia is 22,000 light years away from the bubble. But it has to cool down between each jump, so we'll see what that means. So we'll probably learn some more today. So you might want to watch that video unedited from me today. It's supposed to be noon Central Time in the US, and we'll kind of see how that goes. And on April the 7th is the beta testing for PCs. Well, I use a PC, Oculus Rift S headset, VR headset. I like it because it blocks out everything. You feel like you're engulfed in the game. And I can turn my head around my chair and look behind me. 360. And I don't see my desk. I don't see my chair in my area that I play. I don't see the windows. I don't see my computer. I don't see any of that. It just blocks out the world. And I'm in 3306 right now. That's why I like VR. Because it's like really being there. So I do suggest it. There are some issues. It loses tracking at times, and which you have to experience that. It's terrible. It's really terrible. And I use voice attack. Works most of the time. Sometimes you have to repeat 2 or 3 times, and that part is terrible. And Elite Dangerous, there's a list of items that I don't like, which to me is terrible. And so to me it's a okay game. If they would fix those issues, it'd be a perfect game. But they seem to, every time I bring it up or someone else brings up one of those things, complaints about broken, Elite Dangerous, Frontier developers say it's working as intended. It's intended to be broke, I guess. So, okay. It's an okay game for now. So, we need to get to Sothis mining, pick up a load of at least 10.5 million, which should be easy the way it goes. I have seen a slowdown in cargo, and you're seeing that too. And what I want to mention, let's bring up the message board. You see the faction bar is at 100%. That's what you need to do. You need to make the faction bar 100%. And that can be done through donations or running some missions, and keep building up and collecting reputation instead of credits for a little while, just to get your reputation to 100%. That's a very good thing. So take it from me, it works. And donations will give you those little 2 and 3 unit missions for over 1 million credits. So that's pretty cool too. So donate when you can too until you max it out, and then you're fine. Alright, we got to get to Sothis mining, but before we do that, at the bottom right of the video you'll see my subscribe button. It helps me greatly with YouTube. It doesn't cost you anything at all. It's free to subscribe to somebody. Plus you get notified when I create more fleet carrier prepared videos, and when I do the beta, and when we get a hold of the video today, and all of those things. So please subscribe. I'm far away from the minimum that YouTube requires before they give me support. So I need as much help as I can get with the subscriptions. So please subscribe. Underneath the video, at the bottom of the description, is ways you can donate. Please donate. It's a huge undertaking creating 490 plus videos of all kinds of content within Elite Dangerous and Ultimate Fishing Simulator and the Pinball VR, and all the games that I do are VR related because I want to be engulfed in it. I want it to all be three-dimensional and as if I'm there. So please consider donating to the cause and watching those 490 plus videos. So okay, let's get going to Sothis mining and pick up cargo mission in cargo. Is this right? Want to make sure I was empty at the time.
Landing gear retracted.
Landing coupler disengaged. Clear for departure.
Make sure you watch the Anaconda Destroyed. Just do a search under my YouTube channel for Anaconda Destroyed, and you will see I'm in line to leave the station, and Anaconda's in front of me, and the station opened fires on him inside the station. Check that out. It's really wild.
Frameshift drive charging. Four, three, two, one. Engage.
And all of those that have subscribed, I appreciate it greatly. I really do. And those that have already donated, I appreciate that greatly. Please continue to donate, and more of you subscribe and donate. That would really help us out. Do not accelerate until you point away from the star. Sis left. We don't have any cargo on board, but we have been interdicted before without cargo, so it's not just when you have cargo. So alright, we're going to get to that 7.6 billion mark. Getting closer to that 8 billion mark. We do have till June, and because our viewership is up almost 600%, we're going to continue doing cargo missions until that slows. We have 490 videos. There's plenty of content out there, like the engineers, and I do a video reference where I get very detailed on what you get to see and how to unlock that engineer, what materials you need, or what that engineer requires, all the modules they mod for you, what materials are needed for each mod, And now, of course, that's with a Python, because that's what I fly, is Python. I do have a cutter, but in the videos I'm using a Python. So it's very detail oriented. And there's a Guardian surface site where we're being attacked by Guardian Sentinels. We get a blueprint and we're able to purchase an FSD Guardian booster, which gives you another 10 light years on top of the 35 light year jump range loaded that I previously had. So I have like a 45, over a 45 light year jump range, fully outfitted for traveling, fuel tanks, fuel scoops, planetary hangar with SRVs, the whole bit. And unladen is about 52. So you need to check that out. We needed meta alloys for Felicity Farseer, and they were hard to find, so I went to the Thargoid surface site where they got these mechanical scavengers, and you need to watch that video, it's pretty creepy, and harvested meta alloys. And was able to unlock Felicity Farseer, or could. I had already unlocked it previous to that, but to show you how to unlock. Is this left?
Docking request granted.
And we have other ships tries to beat us to that medium landing pad, so I have to hit it right at 7.50. Hopefully there's more missions. The last couple of times we've gone there really were very few missions that we could pick up. We like palladium and gold. Palladium first because it pays the most in rewards, up to 10.5 million for 180 units, and gold is 8.2 million. So hopefully we can get some more. You can have up to 20 stacked cargo missions. I think we're down to like 14.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
We need about 10.5 roughly. Make sure the video's all working. When you create videos, you gotta make sure things are working from time to time. Sis left. So I try to take the oldest ones first. Are these that... Yeah, New Dawn's the best one just because it has the big missions, and palladium is what we're interested in. See, there's a New Dawn 180 palladium 10.4, so that will do most of it just right there. So I want to do that one. To New Dawn. Sis left. And then we'll come down and get this 56 units of palladium, which is another 2.3 million, so that's just kind of the gravy on top. Deliver 56.5 of 56. to New Dawn. Sis right. And we have 49 that we can deliver. So let's see. Sis left. We want to find some smaller. See, that's Babbage. That one's Brunel. We don't want anything big. Like to find something small, but there's not any. Okay. Let's see if there's any new ones that are small to Brunel. First we look for palladium. And there is one to Brunel, 7.4. We're going to accept it but not load it. We want all the Brunels that we can load. They do have several golds, so that's good. We'll come back for those. Let's look for another palladium. Babbage. We have to remember the 49 that to New Dawn. They have some gold, so yeah, it's picked back up a little bit. And I've seen that where it'll go to almost nothing and then pick back up. And there's another gold. There's some more gold, so that's all good. 8.2s. So those are good. We're looking for palladiums right now, and then we'll come back to the gold. See, there's a 120 palladium. It is to New Dawn, but it's too many right now. I'm not saying we wouldn't carry it yet, but let's continue to look for a smaller one. That's 49 or less, which is not going to be real easy to find. So we should have enough that gets us over our goal. And then we just take a partial. So we're looking for gold now. Like there's a 120 for 6 million. To New Dawn. We're not going to take it yet. We're going to accept it. Another gold. 84 to New Dawn, and still above 49 for 2.5. So we accepted it, but we haven't loaded it. Looking for another gold. There's a gold, 84 to Babbage. There's another gold to New Dawn, but it's 180 units. Let's see if there's any more gold. Transporting of gold, 120. New Dawn. So we're making up for those last several trips where it was hard to find any cargo missions, but now we're finding them, so that's good. Now we filled up. Okay, good. We're all filled up with cargo missions now. So Sis left. Sis left. I don't think there is a 49 or less. See, these two are Babbage and Brunel, so it needs to be under 49 or under. So that's Babbage. Okay, we're just going to run a partial to New Dawn. Boom, 120 gold. So let's do that one. There'll be a partial. We won't be able to carry all of it.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
And we load it up. So sys left. Let's go ahead and set our destination. Sys left. Sys left. It's probably trying to compensate because I keep talking. That's probably what it is. I probably have to delay more in between my last words and the command, and wait after that. So we're going to New Dawn, and it shows that I have a Sidewinder in the system, and I have an Imperial Cutter, and it's at Babbage. It's all decked out too. Actually, the fins and the spoiler and everything is just like my Python. So the same color. So all my ships are the same color except for the Sidewinder, and I haven't really used it since the beginning of the game, and it's the one they loan you, and you can't sell it, and that's fine. It's just sitting here. Don't use it, but hey, with a fleet carrier I might use it. Okay, is this right? Just kind of make sure. Okay, let's go to New Dawn and unload. This should send us over 7.6 billion. Be sure to hit that subscribe button in the bottom right. It'll help me with YouTube, costs you nothing, and you'll be notified when I create
Landing
new
gear retracted. Ship released. Engines engaged.
and new fleet carrier videos. Is this left? And some of you might say, well, you said preparing for fleet carriers, and it's about cargo missions.
Frameshift drive charging.
Fleet carriers is all about collecting credits because you need those credits. So it's very much preparing for fleet carriers, especially for me and everyone on the forums. That's all they're talking about is how they're going to have to grind.
3, 2, 1, engage.
And underneath the video, at the bottom of the description, you see where there is donation options. Please donate. We need all the donations we can get. This is a major undertaking to do over 490 videos. It's pretty major. And I do not look forward to these interdictions that I get constantly. Big haul, surprise you made it. Yeah, that's from pirates. And they're going to interdict us. They always do. It's usually around 4 to 7 interdictions before I can get to that station. It's pretty crazy. It's pretty nuts. It's hard to get to that station when you're chasing escape vectors one right after another. A lot of times they're chained. One ends and another one begins. See? One ended and one began. That's why when people will say, well, why don't you just submit and then destroy them? The problem is I'll have 4 firing at me at the same time. And I'm not a great combat pilot. I would be dead for sure. And I'm low risk. That would be extremely high risk for me. I combat stingers and skimmers and guardian skimmers. Not guard. I have killed guardian sentinels too, but there's 2 types of guardians. One's from the alien guardians and one's from humans. See, we're still 350 light seconds because we're not getting anywhere, as we're chasing escape vectors instead of getting there. And I was decelerating. Try to adjust my acceleration. Which then I take my eyes off of the escape vector, and that could cause a problem, but I don't like to get too far or where they can ram me into a planet. They'll certainly try to do that. That was like 4 of them right there. If you like to watch interdictions, you can follow me. I even get interdicted when I have no cargo. So I just have to take my time. I can dart into the station sometimes, but I can also be thrown into the nearby planet. And I'm not excited about that. And sometimes I use Super Cruise Assist and other times I don't. I like having to be able to manually decrease or increase my speed based on the situation. And Super Cruise Assist, you're pretty much at 0.07 all the time. Yeah, look at these engines. I really like that station. I think that's so cool.
Jalacy, Romeo Golf, India. We're happy to have you.
Incoming mission
Priority
critical
access
message.
will be granted upon request.
Sis left. See if you could afford to buy one of those. And that's how they turn it. There's that engine there on the side. I hadn't noticed that one.
Roger, Commander. You are clear to leave when ready.
Authorization cleared. Please land on pad 4-5. Acknowledged, Commander. Clear for assisted docking.
And if you watch enough of my videos, you see that the pirates will try to attack me here at the station. They'll come out of Super Cruise right on top of me with their superpowers that they have. And no one else has that, but the pirates can come out of Super Cruise right on top of the station and right on top of you. And they have hit me at times. I have good shields though. And when one of our viewers said he has a cutter here in Sothis, and but it's shieldless. He doesn't have any shields, and it's like, I'm not that gutsy. I'm a low risk, not a high risk, and that is very high risk for me. Because if I get thrown into a planet or they hit me here at the station, I'd be dead if I didn't have shields. So, nope, I'm not going to try it that
Landing gear
way.
deployed.
I'm not a Russian roulette player. I'm not looking for high risk. I am looking for low risk. That's why I hunt skimmers and stingers, because they're very low risk for my combat rating.
Docking confirmed. Dispatching ground crew. Station facilities are at your disposal, Commander.
So let's see if we get to 7.6, which we should. Okay. We need about 150, or yeah, around 8.150. $10.4, yep. 7.602. Pretty cool. Yeah, I think we needed like 10 million and we got roughly 12.5 million. It's pretty cool. And a partial. That'll help us later. Is this right? And usually at New Dawn they have bio waste, and that goes to Don's inheritance mainly. We need to get back to Sothis mining so we can work on more credits. Sys up. Sys up. Sys left. We end the video when we get back to Sothis mining. We usually start there or start at our last station, get to Sothis mining, go to our delivery point, and then back to Sothis mining. And that's usually the video. It runs about roughly 30 minutes. But be sure to hit that subscribe button in the lower right. It'll help me with YouTube, doesn't cost you anything. It lets you know when I create videos, and especially of fleet carriers, and the information like today at noon Central Time
Docking clamps retracted. You are go for departure.
will be the video from Frontier about the fleet carriers. So and I'm going to make a video on that video explaining what they're telling us. And so make sure you subscribe so you get notified when I make videos. And underneath the video, at the bottom of the description, there is a ways to donate. Please consider donating to the cause of creating over 490 plus videos.
Down, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I appreciate everyone that's come along and watched the video, and underneath the video to the left you'll see my YouTube channel page, GFM_RDG.
2, 1. Engage.
where you'll find those 490 plus videos of all kinds of content. Like Dav's Hope and Jameson Crash Site to collect materials, roaming around the planets hunting skimmers and stingers. Going to the material trader so you can move materials around to what you need the most. Sis left. And Synthesis. You need to watch the video on Synthesis. That's pretty cool. It's like when you're on a planet, you can refuel, reload, and rearm your SRV just from the materials that you have. And when you have materials, if you die, it's like a pin. They're like on a pen drive. They're in your pocket, and you respawn with those materials. You do not lose them. Like when you do a discovery scan, or you're scanning a planet for your Explorer ranking, if you die, you lose that data, that information. So, but materials you do not lose. Just like you don't lose your credits. Now, you might pay some fines because of the cargo you lost if you died, but you don't lose the rest of your credits. So there's all kinds of stuff on those videos. It's content. Everything's about content. And we have plenty of content for you to watch. So check them out. You have to watch your sensor at all times. You're the little dot in the center. If pirates use their superpowers and pop in out of, clean space right behind you, then you're probably going to have to react to that. Or they might throw you into the planet. And the pirates can travel across the system in seconds, where you and I can't do that. They have superpowers. But you can tell the importance that pirates are to the developers. They would rather have pirating than fully reality. Because with the security forces and the military of Elite Dangerous, there's no way they would allow pirates to control the galaxy like they do. And we get no help from security forces. Sis left. Sis left. Unless we get knocked out of super crews, and sometimes
Docking
they'll help
request
you.
granted.
Not every time, sometimes. Because you can set in your ship that they're notified if you're in distress or you're being attacked. Well, it notifies them, and sometimes they show up and sometimes they don't. And if they show up, they're just interrogating the pirate. They just ask him a few questions and let you get away, and then they probably let him get away. So, because they're always back. And some say, well, why don't you submit and kill them? For one, we'll have 4 shooting at us at the same time. And 2, if you kill them, as soon as you log off and log back in, they all come back again. They don't go away for good. So for just the 165,000 that you get from some of the missions for killing the pirates.
Docking successful. Engines disengaged.
to me, it's not worth the risk. It's risk versus reward. Stingers and skimmers, well, there's not a huge reward either, because it's only 1,000 credits for killing each skimmer or stinger. Well, okay, we made the 7.602. Pretty good. Again, I appreciate you coming along. Make sure you subscribe. That way you get notified when I produce more preparing for the fleet carriers. Please donate. It'll help us out great. It helps us out now, where your subscription will help us later on when we get enough subscribers to meet the minimums that YouTube requires. And watching my videos, that's always great, because there's a minimum there too that YouTube requires. And we have over 150 total hours watched by our viewers. So that's pretty cool. I appreciate that. So until the next video, and today at noon, April 2nd, we're supposed to get that video on the fleet carrier. So watch it if you find it. Watch it. If not, I'll create a video on it in the next day or two. So until the next video, where possibly the next video will be cargo missions or that informational video, but we're going after the 7.65. So until then, thank you for watching.